This is a new piece for us. You are the first to hear it. Be kind. This is called Christmas Eve, and it may be there long before we get started.
Okay, we're done.
Thank you for being kind. So that being O Come, which was written in the O antiphons already in the 8th century, has been with many different melodies over the years, but we played the most common melody that we use in a very different way. Our next piece is Comfort, Comfort, which the words of Comfort, Comfort, which you may know, is just a paraphrase of the book of Isaiah, chapter 40. And this particular piece is the melody of this particular piece, and the melody of another popular piece called Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring, which is by J.S. Bach, have the very same basis melody of that in a different arrangement. And so that very like them, written about the same time. So, Comfort, Comfort. Our next piece is Jesu Bambino, and this particular piece was written in 1917, so it's not that old. Compared to most of the other pieces that you have heard, which have been back in the 18, 17, and 1600s. So 1917 for this, by Pietro Ion, and he moved to America and wrote this piece, and he and his brother opened a music studio in a little place called Carnegie Hall. And there were a group of instructors that held organ and voice lessons there. Jan went on to become a regular for the Pope, and then in 1928 he became the music director at a little church called St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York. Well, our next piece, We Three Kings, can anybody tell me what they refer to? The Nativity? But you all do realize that the kings actually never made it to the Nativity, right? It was a couple years later that they got there. And in the centuries since then, we have put names to them. And this song refers, originally, We Three Kings, 1857, and then later names came to those kings that we call. Anybody know any of the names for the three kings? For their name? No, that's what they followed. That's right. That's what they followed. As good. Yeah. And it's been different names over the years, but ones that we have, Gaspard, Melchior, and Bethal. I can't speak today either, so that's okay. All right. And published this carol 1863 and originated in the United States and became a widely popular, mainly in the schools at the time. Well, I have to tell this story because it has a modern ending. Our next piece is Silent Night. And many of you know who wrote Silent Night. And so his name was Gruber, and then a gentleman by the name of Moore wrote the words. And Moore brought Gruber the words and gave them to Gruber and asked for a asked for a composition. The possibility is that his organ had been damaged by water and that they couldn't use it. And so Moore gave those words to Gruber. Gruber wrote that and used it, and from the original copy, the name disappeared. The original copy disappeared. So it was not until 1995 that finally somebody found a handwritten document from the early 1800s, realizing that Moore was the actual person who wrote the words to that. So Silent Night, Stille Nacht. We take a little turn here towards Jingle Bells. Right after Silent Night, there you go. Jingle Bells, and the second turn we take is that Jingle Bells was not originally written for Christmas. It was written for Thanksgiving. It was written in a bar, in the 1850s in Massachusetts, originally called one-horse open sleigh. Okay, well, we are here, and I know why you're here, because you're here to play, right? It's your turn to play. So we're going to be passing out hand chimes to you for you to play. Okay? So if I could have assistance and pass out the chimes here. All right, while they're passing these out, for those that you get that, you're going to see in your program, or I'm going to tell you, you're going to go to page 14 in there, page 14 in the books. All right, are we all out? All right, so if everybody would take their, if you've got a chime in your hand, hold it nice and high, and just ring it a couple times so you get a feel for it. That's pretty good. All right. Okay, so we're on page 14 if you have a book. Now, if you don't have a book, I tried to pick ones that we might all know. So, "O Come All Ye Faithful." And if you've got the C, starting pitch E flat, please. E flat. Thank you. There we go. All right. All right, so for the people who have the chimes, if you would, you'll see that some of them words are circled and some have underlined. Some of them are underlined. So what I'd like you to do is when you see the circle, that's when you ring. So whenever you get to that word and it's got a circle around, you ring it. And then if it doesn't have if it has an underline, then all you need to do is damp it against your shirt. Okay? That cuts the sound out. That's what we do. All right, so let's go back to that E flat that somebody rang over here. All right, that's our opening pitch. Here we go, we'll give it a try. Everybody's singing while they're playing, and begin. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Very good. We'll stop right there. That was very nice. Good job. And in a day or two, we'll have finished the song. Okay. So I'd like to do it one more time. So now that you have a feel for it, and we'll sing the same verse, okay, same verse, and we'll pick it up just a little bit. Here we go. One more time, same verse. "O come all ye faithful." Okay, so you've got it. And E flat, one more time. Ready? O come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. So much better. That was excellent. You have now graduated, and so what you now have to do is give your bell and book to somebody around you and tell them what to do. This is what I would have my students do. Show them what to do. I'll give you 30 seconds. We are now on page 9, now that the new person has the book. We're on page 9. Oh, we have one next. You don't like You're going in. And I did. Okay, we're going to go to page 8, which is right next to page 9. Now you'll notice that some of you don't have many bells to ring on some pieces, and other pieces you have a lot of bells to ring. Same as us that we have. What's that? Oh. Okay, so we have a starting pitch of B flats. So if you've got a B flat, meaning you have you're going to have a black bell that says B on it, B flat, black bell. Would you ring that? Very good. Joy, everybody got that? Here we go. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature. Let's take the second verse. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Nice. Now let's go to 9, page 9, and handoffs. Handoffs, give it to somebody who's not had a chance, would like to give it a try. Give it a try, show them what to do. Little circles, ring on the circles.
Oh, you're done ringing. Why am I holding the microphone? Oh, you said you're done ringing? You're done singing. Okay. Who wants a microphone? All right, where's my D? D, D, D. Oh, okay, got it. The 1, 2, 3, and the first Noel, the angel did say, verse 2. Let's hear the harmony. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day. Here we go. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. And shake it. And cut off. Yep, that's about right. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand. You have all passed your audition. So now the church has to start a chime choir. All right? All in favor. I know there's some ringers here and there's singers here, so we got to get your choir back here. No pressure. All right. So, sorry. Oh, no. That's all. Oh, wait, one more.
One more? One more?
One more. Okay, I'm sucker.
All right.
Oh, go wrong in a bit. Pass the... All right, where's my G? G, 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 G. G, 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 G. Go down on the mountain. All right, this is a happy one. We're going to spread the word. Here's your G. 1, 2, 3. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. When I was a seeker, I sought both night and day. I asked the Lord to tell me, and He showed me the way. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hill and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Last verse. In the time of David, some said he was a king. And if a child is true born, what? The Lord will hear him sing. Shake, 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 shake. Off. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hill and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Amen. Thank you so much. We have a few more songs to dazzle you with, and I'll let Bruce take over.
Okay. Oop. So, do you have any questions? This is any questions? Yes. How often? Not often enough. Technically, I'll get to you in just a minute. Technically speaking, once a week. Once a week.
For how many years?
Well, I'm not going to say who's the oldest here, but Tracy's not the oldest, but most of us have been playing for over 40 years. So the group as Pacific Bells began in 1988. And but several of us played in colleges before that even. So, but let's see, Tracy and Mary and myself and Charles were original members, and Holly and Carrie came on soon after, and Tim's just a baby. Oh, the big carillon bells. My church that I used to belong to had a carillon, and I got to play every Sunday, and so it was a wonderful thing to be able to. You had a question?
Instruments that we passed around to everybody to play the bells.
Those are called hand chimes, and those are really handy because we use those in the classrooms a lot, because you can buy a set of these for about $2,500. A 2-octave set of these, which is very convenient because the kids don't, well, if they do drop them, that they won't bend as easily as the regular bells. And the regular bells, we have a 4 or 5 octave set here today, 5 octave set, and that is, 4 octaves is about 25,000. And so 5 octaves, we're talking over $30,000 worth of bells here.
We should have security with us.
Where do the bells come from? There are 2 companies, Schulmerich and Malmark in the East Coast that create these, and then there's one in England called Whitechapel. They're the primary of the handbell makers.
Are they brass?
They're bronze, this is just a little bit different of the metals that are put into them. Yeah. Yes. We don't use Whitechapel. We don't use the English version, but we have these right here are Malmark, but most of us have sets of Schulmerich in our churches that we have, or we participate in. So it's a whatever you can get at the cheapest price. I think that's how it goes. Any other questions?
Yes.
Do they go out of tune? Yes. Yeah. Very rarely, very, very rarely. And what they have to do is send them. I have one out of tune in my set that I'm not willing to get fixed because of the expense. What you have to do is you have to send the bells on below it and the bells above it, and then send them back to the company, and then they have to tune it based off those. Because the bells have overtone sounds, and for those of you who know about those, and they just have to deal with that on a case-by-case basis. Every bell is not the exact same. And the 2 companies, if you play a Schulmerich and you play a Malmark, you'll hear a little bit of difference between the same note between the 2 sets, because they're tuned just slightly different. Yes?
Does the air temperature make a big difference?
When it gets hot, I have a terrible time playing. I really don't. That's the first time I've gotten that question. I don't know the answer to it. Okay. Yeah. So as far as a brass instrument, absolutely. So.
I think they do.
Yeah, I don't know. We've never tested, so that's.
It's pretty warm right now. Let's see what happens.
Do you have any cleaning or maintenance other than the singing?
Maintenance, yeah, and if you'd like to volunteer, just like anything that's brass and bronze and thing, they do have to be cleaned on the outside because Tracy puts her fingerprints all over them, and eventually the oils will do damage to. Now this is why we wear gloves, and it always was tradition when we started back in the Stone Ages to wear gloves, but they don't wear gloves anymore. You just have to polish them more often than that. The clappers will go out. The springs in the clappers will go out occasionally, and then those have to be fixed. Most of the maintenance if you're a bell director, you've learned how to do that out of necessity. So, especially on Sunday morning, right before the kids play. So, any more questions? All right, let's, next is intro it. Yeah. How many have heard he is born before? Can anybody put a country to that? French, absolutely. And now our next piece, Infant Holy, Polish. I love the calm of that piece. And now we go to a completely opposite piece. So this next piece was written in the warm heat, or at least started in the warm heat of July 1946. And it wasn't finished until 1948. And Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. And then by 1948 was finished, and by 1949, a man named, you might have heard of him, Arthur Fiedler, had recorded it with the Boston Pops. The original Does anybody know, if you've sung this piece, where they're headed? Where's the couple headed to? Anybody know? What's that? Yeah. They're headed to, in the contemporary version, they're headed to a Christmas party. But in the original, they were headed to a birthday party. So Sleigh Ride was, again, not one of those intended for the Christmas season, but we have incorporated it. And our final wish for you, we do wish you a Merry Christmas. And we, again, thank you for having us here.
Weren't they wonderful? Yeah, let's give them another round of applause. I'm sure they can hear us. Here they come. Yay. Terrific job. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. They'll stick around here if you have any questions or would like to talk with Pacific Bells. Thank you again for joining us for a wonderful afternoon of music. We're going to book you for next year because that was... We'll see you next year. Yes. Thank you all for coming. And I forgot to mention at the very beginning, we actually recorded and live streamed this performance. So if you would like to watch online and enjoy it again, you are welcome to do that. You can actually go on our website, stlukespresbyterian.com, and you can find our recording of this performance. So really a joy and a wonderful celebration for us as we ring in this Christmas time, and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful afternoon.